So, hello everybody. It's one surprise, so the next presentation is in English, but I promise if I will be here next time, so I will learn at least a little bit Turkish, so a few phrases, I promise. So, my name is Ayrıca, I'm representing Viavi, and
my name is Luca Tuno. I'm going to speak in English because my friend is speaking English. Otherwise, Türkçe anlatabilirdim ama İngilizce devam edeceğiz. So I'm driving basically the business development at a company called Keysight. And Keysight is a very large test and measurement company worldwide. And we are doing a lot of various solutions, mainly on 5G, Open RAN access, and also we are doing some developing solutions on visibility. So I'm going to talk about visibility, network packet brokers, and it's a solution that completes basically what Viavi is doing.
Thank you, Luke. Yes, we are working at many customers together, where we together can provide a very wide and deep visibility into your network, and we will be talking about that a little bit. So what we found at most companies that they spend most of the budget for prevention of security attacks, but what we see so that if an attack happens, and usually also at the largest companies, they have an attack every few years, they are not so well prepared. And so here we are helping with tools to investigate what really happened. So we had like one case at a large US manufacturer where they had a data breach, and with our tools we could see exactly what data sets were stolen, and we were able to inform just these few customers, and it wasn't it hasn't become public, so the company saved a lot of money on that. Yeah, Luke, do you see also some other trends in the market?
Yes, so thank you, Alice. So on our side, it's very similar. We see maybe 4 market trends, mainly around what we call data-intensive apps. That's around the volume of data that is increasing very largely, and we see that in service providers, operators. So the trends that we see are mainly around, data-intensive, also connected with the 5G and the forthcoming 6G deployment worldwide. We see a lot of market trends going into infrastructure and cloud. So I think that also in Turkey you have a lot of cloud installation, but worldwide also we have the trend going towards for cloudification and hybrid networks. So we're going to talk about a few how we capture this information. I'm going to talk also how we a little bit do the cybersecurity around this with the help of Viavi. So that's going to be the next slide. On the next slide, I want to share a few market trends regarding the quantity of data that is actually increasing today in 2023, going forward 2024. We have developed solutions that have the capacity to ingest 400 gigabytes of data on one RU modules, and we're going towards 800 gig on one single module that will be by the end of the year. But the data, actually the market are really going forwards with more volume, more data to be analyzed and captured, and this is where we have an important role as Keysight and XIA solutions to basically capture the data and be able to aggregate this data and analyze it and give it to prop makers like Viavi. So the thing to remember here is really about the trend going forward on the blue line for more data to be captured and analyzed. Come to you.
Yeah, what as you see, so the data is growing, but also the complexity of the networks. And if we go to many customers, so we find that they have many blind spots. As the networks are getting very micro-segmented, IP addresses are changing through the conversation. For example, if you go through VPN, load balancer, proxies, the IP address is changing. And I can tell you so that most customers, they cannot follow the path, the communication path from end to end. And so here we can help to provide you the visibility to get the network context so that you can really see if an attack happens, what really happened. So we help you to reconstruct each communication. Also, where we help is to what we call whitelisting. Some critical application need to communicate just in a certain way over certain protocols, just over certain servers. So we can lock it down. If there is some deviation, so we will alarm you and you can take actions. So that can be for SWIFT systems, that can be for ATMs. So ATMs should not communicate to everybody, but just to few servers over certain protocols. And we provide very deep data based from data sources like packets, flows, syslogs, SNMP, so to give you very deep visibilities to help you to reconstruct any security incident. Not only security, but also performance. So actually, the solution can solve performance problems and security problems.
So, thank you, Alex. So, the way that we integrate both solutions, from the right hand you see the VLE solutions, but it could be any other equipment manufacturers, could be Extrahop, could be Vectra. Our job at IXIA Keysight is basically to do all the plumbing, I would say, the smart plumbing prior the analyze done by our partners. Could be also Trellix, for example. So the way that we work will be mainly capturing this data. So we call it through aggregators, and those aggregators will manipulate the data a minimum amount so that we can filter data to do some deduplication. Also, an important point is regarding metadata. So we will be able to formulate and extract basically the meaning of the information without sending the pure data. So it's very important when you have huge amount of volume to analyze, you don't send all those data, we just send the extract and the meaning of it through metadata frames. We can do also the SSL decryption and do some load balancing. So we have a certain amount of functions that are embedded within our solution network packet brokers. Also important to just remember is that we have the integration with the cloud. So we a product called Cloud Lens. So we are able to capture data coming from AWS, Azure, and also some other provider from the cloud. So we'll be able to mix basically the data captured from the cloud with the data captured from your network through bypass and taps. We'll do the aggregation, some level of filtering, and hand over that to our partners, capturing, detection, and response. On the next slide, it's another way basically to present the solution. Is basically a two-layer solution where you will have on the bottom the data center and all the equipment that needs to be captured or tapped. We have basically two layers of capture, one which will be the aggregation layer with the Vision Edge solution from IXIA Keysight, and we can push this information through intelligent solutions, devices which are, as of today, the strongest on the market, the Vision X and the P400, where we have up to 400 and now forthcoming 800 gigabit on one single area. This information is then compacted. We extract the metadata, we can add IPFix information, and we will send that to a flow collector, data lake, or flow monitoring that our partners are, like VIV, will be able to interpret. So we are just doing basically the capturing, aggregation, and sending enrichment of data through metadata. On the other side, we can also send a raw packet like PCAPs. We do that with all the major service operators in Europe, in France, and some other countries. We work with Verizon and Vodafone and a lot of operators, because now the market is really going towards 5G, and the amount of volume that needs to be analyzed, captured, and filtered is getting very, very important. So a lot of our customers are choosing our solution for that. So that's at this level what I can add. Back to you.
Yeah, so we are not only working together in the data center, but also in the cloud. So where Keysight is providing also the platform to access the data in the cloud. But I also want to raise attention to this, because so we have also a solution which is for threat exposure management. And if we walk to every customer, even very advanced customers who are using cloud services, so we see security holes. We always find some security holes. And so our solution should help this, to prioritize, to point to security holes, to prioritize which ones are the most dangerous ones. And so this is only possible so if you have really, if you see how everything is connected together. And in the nature of a cloud lies that this is a very dynamic environment, and it's changed on a daily basis. The configuration is changed on a daily basis, and it's in its nature that some mistakes will happen. And without the right visualization, so how everything works together, it's impossible to find these security holes. So this is very important, because cloud is open. Actually, it can be, in a bad case, open to everybody, and it's very vulnerable. So as a summary, so we can, as I said, help you to reconstruct any security incident, and you don't have to look through historical data, so we can, with one click, see you the whole communication path of the IP address, for example, or of a user or a MAC address which you are interested in. And we can also show you where the host is connected. For example, if you're looking for an IP address, we can show you which MAC address, which device he's using, also what username, so if there is a username, and so we can follow this months back, so we can store these transactions for many months. Also, if you want for 1 year, so to go back and to have sufficient time to analyze these attacks and see so which systems have been compromised. Also, we can combine it with packet capturing, so using the Keysight technology, and that way you can also reconstruct actually the incident. I think that's it. So we will be very happy. So if you visit us at our booth, where we can discuss this in more detail.
So thank you so much, Mr. Lugal Tuna and Mr. Ales Mahyar, for your kind contributions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your attendance.